so grateful for that. I'm so grateful to get to know you as well, Delwyn. What's up, House Nation? This is Caroline with another episode on our BoxHause podcast. This is episode 2. Woohoo! I am so grateful to be here again with my lovely co-host, Chelsea, and
Coach Dale.
It's so good to see you all. I would love to start this episode just catching up, hearing about how your January is going. Are you meeting your goals? Are you still sticking with your New Year's resolutions? What's going on?
Well, I just had my birthday, went out to the Rocky Mountain Mills, walked around, had a great time with great friends.
I love it.
Love that. Happy birthday.
Caroline, how was your January?
Pretty good. I started a new job and I've been continuing to teach yoga. So I'm finding that balance between Zen and the balance of work. I do this thing every year where instead of setting like New Year's resolutions or goals, I set a word for the year. And usually that word just infiltrates itself into everything that I'm doing. So the word I chose for 2025 is ambition. I want to be ambitious in my relationships. In my relationships. I want to be ambitious in my health and nutrition. I want to be ambitious in my career. And I feel like January kicked me off on a good note, on a good start. So, yeah, ambition. How about you, Delwyn?
Hey, it's been wide open around here at HQ. So far, we've added 20 new members with our buy one, get 1 month free promotion. Hey, shout out to our new members.
Hey.
And shout out to all of our members. Hey, also, our open house event was an absolute hit. Thank y'all for showing up. Hey, I thank y'all. Like it was crazy, but it was great. So, hey, 2025 is off to the races.
Amazing.
Yes, ma'am. And speaking of off to the races, if you're hosting an event here in Rocky Mountain or surrounding, give Sparkling Creations a call. If you are looking for any type of rental equipment such as tents, chairs, tables, chair covers, a freaking mechanical bull, come on somebody, stages, give Sparkling Creations a call at 252-443-0472. Or if you're here in town in Rocky Mountain, stop by their location at 976 North Winstead Avenue here in Rocky Mount. Thank you, Sparkling Creations, for supporting our episode, and thank you for everything that you've done. So here we go, 2025, we coming.
Thank you, Sparkling Creations.
Yes.
Okay. So we're going into birthdays for February.
Sure.
Okay.
Let's send it.
I want to go ahead and say happy birthday to Ashley, Mary, Kelsey, Claire, Lisa, Jamie, Katie, and Heather.
Happy birthday, guys!
Happy birthday. Woo, woo, woo.
Another trip around the sun. Make it your best.
Oh, yeah.
And here upcoming soon, we have our yoga basics boot camp. Caroline, tell us a little bit about that.
So in your yoga basics boot camp, you will learn all of the basics of yoga, starting with breath and then posture and then movement. This class is designed for you to come with questions. It's designed for you to get some one-on-one opportunity. Here it is, February 1st from 9 to 10:30. I cannot wait to see you all there. And honestly, it's just going to build more confidence into your yoga practice so that you feel better about your yoga practice, getting the most out of it every time you show up.
Absolutely. And hey, we're super excited. And for our people that think they're savages, hey, join us on February the 22nd, which is Savage Saturday. If you don't know, Savage Saturday is a 75-minute workout that's going to include some good fun, maybe a couple burpees, maybe a lot of burpees. I don't know. You just got to show up. 577 Terrytown Center. You can sign up on our Eventbrite link. Anybody who survives Savage Saturday will receive and earn a T-shirt and a toboggan. So, hey, if you think you're a savage, you're in shape, out of shape, or just look like a shape, come see me. 577 Terrytown Center. Savage Saturday coming in hot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
I hope I can make it.
You can.
All right.
Chelsea, you coming?
Say that.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to get that beanie.
Hey, go get that beanie. Hashtag do it for the beanie.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I love it. So, Caroline, what's going on this episode?
Summary of the episode today is all about the why. WHY. Not only like why do you work out, but more importantly, why BoxHause? Like why a boxing gym? Why Rocky Mount? Why the color purple is everywhere, you know, like, so this episode is going to be all about Delwyn telling us the history and the creation of BoxHause Nation.
Love it. I love it.
So let's start from the beginning. I mean, why BoxHause? How did you come to this name?
So, true story. BoxHause is actually a misspelling. So our intention was to go off of the German name house.
Oh yeah.
Well, house doesn't have a E in it, but we have BoxHause with a E. But so, and I also love house music as well. So that kind of came off of it as well. So,
Okay.
BoxHause is our baby that started in 2022, in March 2022. So let me back up a little bit. So prior to that, I was selling cars at a local dealership in Tarboro. And with that, I found myself kind of complacent. I wanted to impact more people. I believe God put me here to impact others and uplift others. And, you know, selling cars was great. I believe I did that while I was there, but just seeking more, right? So learning skills, and just helping people. So, COVID happened. Right after COVID, my wife and I, we were like, okay, like we got to find it out. Well, came across some notes one day from a franchise that I helped start in Raleigh, and I was like, wow, like we really can do this here. Like we can do this. Like I believe it. So took a program called Launch Rocky Mount at Nash Community College. Shout out Nash Community College and Launch Rocky Mount program. Well, they took us through an 8-week course. And again, this was during COVID, so we were all, you know, on Zoom, not in person, what have you. But they had different milestones that you had to hit. They had a mentor that helped facilitate class, and then also hold us accountable for the work that was supposed to be done. We weren't hitting our milestones, then you didn't finish the course. So did that course for us. It helped us get our business practice correct. It helped us make sure, okay, we were targeting the right people. We were, you know, having the best workout for, you know, what we were trying to accomplish. And with that, we finished that program. We actually won the ceremony for that. So we had like the best pitch for it.
Well, that's really cool.
And thank you. And actually, and quote me on this, I think that we are the only business that's still in business from that session. So we finished that session, and it was January. It was kind of a time where, you know, it was kind of put up or shut up. So during this whole time, we were teaching class at City Lake Park here in Rocky Mount. We had 2 classes Monday through Thursday. Well, really, we had Monday through Friday, but the 2 classes were Monday through Thursday. We had a 6 a.m. class and a 7:30 class. So I would work all day at the dealership. Excuse me, let me back up. I would start my day at the lake. If
Boxing.
it was 10 degrees, boxing, you know, it was 10 degrees. We had people, if it was freaking 110 degrees, we had people, thankfully. Shout out to the City Lake Nats. They were unforgettable, and I hope
Never forget.
Yeah, those Nats, I'm pretty sure they're still out there, so y'all stay out there. But no, but yeah, so again, we had people, so we had a 6 a.m. and a 7:15 class. And again, it was kind of a time where, you know, either you put up or shut up. You know, people were coming, they were loving it, and we were growing. So it was like, all right, we need to find a building. So probably took about a month and a half to find a building. We found one that just worked for us, that let us kind of grow, let us do our thing, you know, not too overarching, but at the same time, they supported our vision, and they just supported, you know, what we had going on. So we found a building. So we shut down from, I believe it was Christmas until January, and we had our last one last class there January, like the 15th or so of 2022. Well, we got in the building in February, and in March, I believe it was March the 15th, or excuse me, March the 11th, we had our very first class here. And literally, it was insane. We did pre-sales, so we did a class in Nashville prior to its opening, which helped us get members, like Teresa, like Lisa,
Shout
like
out.
Emily. Shout out to y'all. And they've been with us literally since day one here, and even like Emily and Sarah, who's been with us at the park, since literally since day one.
Wow.
Still go here to the day. So had our classes in Nashville, had our very first day here. The first day, I believe we had like about 45 people here. And again, that was just all new members, all first timers. We had somebody from the press here, Patrick. Shout out to Patrick at Ward Pharmacy. He brought us our. I don't know what kind of plant it is, but it's still out front, Patrick. I promise the plant is living, it's good, it's great, it's awesome. And I had some of my buddies, my best friend Jared and Khalil, come out here and help us do class. And my wife helped us do payments for hand wraps, and it was amazing. We had natural house smoothies here. They were awesome. And then ever since then, it's been up. So with what we do, kind of like, in terms of like modality or fitness, our fitness focus is hit-based strength training. So in terms of that, you can burn up to 1,000 calories a class. We have an hour-long or 45-minute-long class for boxing. We also offer Pilates, which is fairly recent for us, Pilates and a yoga class. Shout out Caroline. And
Hey.
and for us, one thing that we found with what we do, since we're so niche, is people want variety. Boxing is great. Boxing is good. It hits you. Hits your goals, what have you. But just like driving a car, you're gonna trade it in every time, every so often, right? So it's good to have some variety to your workout, and also cross train. So that's going to help you literally springboard your overall fitness goals.
Yeah.
So for us, from a business perspective, it was necessary to one, meet our members' needs, and then two, offer something for the community that is exclusive to us. And I think for us, outside of having like the best members that you can ask for, being different and being, not to what people would consider as normal, has helped us be successful today. I first, couldn't do it without God, couldn't do it without my wife, but really we couldn't do it without our members. Like really, truly huge shout out to y'all. Like y'all show up every day, ready to work, dealing with my crap every day, hanging out with Caroline and really just pushing yourself, and things that I hear from other people about our members out in the community, like wow, like we just had a judge sworn in. We got, the sheriff, Nash County Sheriff goes here. We have people in the community that actually change people's lives in a positive manner versus just trying to, just collect money and go home. Like we really are trying to make an impact for our community, and I think for us, that starts with our members.
Yeah.
So that's our BoxHause story. Coming into 2025 and still being successful is imperative, but being able to provide a different experience for our members to be successful, that's going to help us be successful. So we work hard for our members, and that's just something that we don't take lightly around here.
BoxHause is so amazing. And like, as you were talking about this, I was like, my brain was just spinning with so many things. But one thing that you didn't say, but came through so clearly in your whole blurb, were your 3 pillars of BoxHause: faith, accountability, and community.
Yep.
I mean, all 3 of those things were in every single sentence that you just told us. That was awesome. And also, like, I didn't realize that all of this was happening during like 2020, 2021. But I don't know if you've ever heard this, but like the best creation or creation in general only happens in the dark.
Absolutely.
And like you guys had to hustle. And y'all were doing things like we talked about this on the last episode, but y'all were doing this all by your own accord.
Absolutely.
And you were keeping yourselves accountable to do it. There was no credentials. There was no entitlement. You weren't getting anything from this until way later.
Right.
Wow.
And then like even for us too, like we're blessed. We have been blessed. Like we don't have any loans. We don't have, you know, anything that can tie us down essentially. So for us, again, we believe God put us here in this community to make an impact, long-lasting impact, not only for us, but like for our members. And we don't take that lightly. Being able to be flexible, being able to impact different people. You know, I always joke, people ask like, you know, how do you get your people? I'm like, literally, we're somewhere in the country club or in the club. Like we have members from all different backgrounds, but at the same time, that is what makes BoxHause special.
I agree. Yeah. I mean, and Chelsea, you came here on your own accord as well. Like you weren't here like me, like, oh, you're going to teach, you're going to get paid. Yeah. You know, you came
I came when
for different reasons.
When you already had a building. I think you had just gotten it, and I started a little after. I'm not sure exactly specific dates and everything, but, you know, to know you more now and to see how far you've come is actually awesome. Like,
well, we're thankful for you. Well, Chelsea, I'm going to ask you, I'm going to put you on the spot. Like, why BoxHause?
Well, I think it's kept me active more so like at an intense level because, you know, I played college sports, but I just loved the intensity. I wasn't never a gym girl. Like I didn't go to the gym every single day. Like it wasn't me, and that's okay because I was doing other things, but I do love BoxHause because it's not. Some days I want to dance after I box. Like, like where do you get that? At
shout out Mixed Fit.
Yeah, shout out Diane with the Mixed Fit. Let's go. The Zumba, let's go.
It's so fun. If you haven't come to a class, you really need to come out. And we really get down. But that's why BoxHause. I think it's just, you know, the people when you come into is so welcoming. I've met so many friends from my age all the way up to I'm not even sure. I think the oldest that I've met in here we've had a 70-year-old.
Yep.
Well, I mean, and she was so nice, and we talked for a good like 10 minutes before class. So
yeah,
that's just awesome. How it is, and I love it.
It's truly for everybody here.
Yeah.
I mean, I've taught all different levels of yoga here alone.
Yeah.
And that's been really fun for me. We even had, I believe she was a middle schooler come one time to one of my yoga practices. And if anything, like you grow as a teacher when you have to learn how to teach all ages. And Chelsea, when I met you, you had told me about how you just felt confident to wear whatever you want to wear.
Exactly. Yeah. I didn't never feel like anyone was, you know, looking at me any different from what I had on. And it's not that I dressed inappropriately or anything. I had like biker shorts and a tank top, and you know, I just felt confident to come here and work out for a whole hour. Everybody else was wearing the same exact thing. It wasn't anything weird at all. I enjoyed it from the beginning and all the way through until now. I've been here over a year, I think. So, yeah.
I mean, I know this might just be a female thing. I mean, it's kind of a male thing as well. Like guys don't want to take off their shirts, but for girls to be able to work out in whatever you want to work out, whether it's a baggy t-shirt or a sports bra, it is so meaningful to be in a place where you don't feel judged.
Right.
Like
100%.
If you go to then you feel like, you know, you're like, ooh, everybody's staring at me and judging me.
So let me go home.
Yeah. Or, you know, that's when those bad things come in. You work out and then you go home and do something detrimental, like eat bad food because you're like, I hate that I look like that. But not here, you guys. I mean, that was one of the things that stuck out to me the most when I first met you. You're like, I can wear whatever I want to wear here.
Yeah.
Just like that. Chelsea's so country.
I am. But I also, like, I'm very social, but at the same time, at the other place, I felt like, you know, when people do stare at you, and it kind of like makes you feel like you do want to go ahead and leave. Whether you come in here, talk to people, and then cut it. All right, down and back. We're starting right now.
Let's get that work.
An hour or 45 minutes if you do the 40.
See ya. I just triggered somebody.
Caroline, what about you? Like, so tell us about like why BoxHause. I know, you know, your background is kind of like big city, you know, big adventure, what have you. But like, how does BoxHause differ than, you know, the big city, and just kind of talk about your journey here?
Totally. So so far in my fitness journey, especially with yoga, I've been very blessed finding communities and places where I feel comfortable and confident to work out or practice yoga. But when I first came here and auditioned, I taught a class. Like, first day meeting Delwyn, I took one of his classes and then taught a class. And that's so nerve-wracking as a yoga teacher. You're like, okay, I'm going to take like this boxing class. Yeah, don't judge me, but it was something. And then I taught, and the community was so nice, so supportive. I did my thing, taught the class, and I immediately felt before, during, and after this energy that was just so positive and nourishing, and just wanted the best. You know, like sometimes you walk into fitness studios and people aren't wanting the best for you. They're not supporting you. They're like, oh, what is she gonna do?
Right.
Oh, her butt is kind of big. You know, I don't know what they think, but you know, it's like you just feel like this ickiness. But here, I did not feel that. So that was my why. Because my first day here, I felt loved, I felt welcomed, accepted as who I am, my dorky, weird, corny self. I was just myself, and I was accepted. So I appreciate that a lot.
Hey, I appreciate you, for real.
And I appreciate you dealing with me in your boxing class, not knowing what the HE double hockey sticks I'm doing. I look crazy on the boxing bag, you guys.
I plead the fifth.
Yeah, it's bad. But you know what? Like, I feel like I'm improving every single class. Delwyn, he helps me one-on-one, and, you know, in the class, I watch for his cues. His eyes at me, like,
He'll be quick to tell you you're doing something, but then joke
Dylan's
about
notorious
it.
to go, that's crazy.
Like, what are we doing?
He just like zones out, and he's like, I can't even look at this girl. In a good way. But that's what makes you a great coach, is because like you point out our flaws and you point out our strengths, and you know that's inspiring. You know, because you're honest, you're real. So that's my why. I like the realness. I like the community. I like the energy. It's all good.
Hashtag good energy. Mm-hmm. Good energy. Speaking of good energy, we want to give a shout out to our second ad of the day, which is Casper Graphic Designs. Hey, if you need a video made, if you need wedding pictures, if you need anything, if you need a freaking drone in the air, give my man Alex a call today. You can give him a call at 787-478-9941. Hey, we've done a lot of work with Casper Graphic Designs. They've literally helped us propel our business. So if your business don't know what to do with social media, if you're looking to add more content to your bay, hey, give Alex a call today. 787-478-9941. Casper Graphic Designs. They are the littest in the city.
The littest. Shout out Alex. We love you.
We love Alex. I love it. Well, without further ado, I think it's time for our House Nation motivation segment. What we got going on?
Yeah. So, as you know, if you follow us on social media, you see our House Nation motivational posts, and they are done by Delwyn, Chelsea, and I. And I have one pulled up that I would love for you to talk about, Delwyn. It was Chelsea's first House Nation motivation that we published, and it is right here. All right. So she goes, "What's up, House Nation? Motivation is the strongest." No, wait. No. House Nation motivation. Self-discipline is the strongest form of self-love.
Yes.
Whoa.
It's deep.
It is deep. But why? Like, what motivated you to say that? How does that motivate House Nation?
Discipline clicked because I know that I don't want to half-tail something if I'm doing it. I want to do it the best I can. And I know Dylan has seen me before. If I'm not doing something right, I'll ask him over and over, look him in the face. Am I doing it wrong? Am I doing it?
Like, tell
Whatever.
me.
Please tell me, because I want to make sure I get it right. And I know, like I said earlier, by showing up, that is kind of my discipline to work harder while I'm here, because if I get here, I'm good. I'm going to work hard and then leave. But to get here first is my type of, that's the self-love. You're better in yourself. It's not, just show up maybe once a week. It's, you want to show up more because it's helping yourself be better. So, I mean, not just here, outside of here too, as well. So,
I love that.
Caroline, what does self-love mean to you?
Oh.
It's kind of deep, my bad.
No, you're good. Self-love, it's a tough one. I mean, I am so hard on myself. I mean, I believe as a culture, we're all really hard on ourselves. That negative self-talk, or when we look in the mirror and when we start to judge ourselves and compare ourselves to others, especially with the rise of social media and media in general. Like it's so hard to keep up, quote unquote, keep up with the new fad, the new trend, the chiseled jaws, the 8-pack on your abs, not even just like the topical physical stuff, but also like the mental stuff. Like you see people on social media and you're like, they're so happy, right? But then you forget.
Right.
People only post the happy
Exactly.
and the good stuff. Nobody ever posts the real
Never.
stuff. Because
Never.
if you saw me in real life compared to my social media, who the heck is that?
What's going on?
Like I wore makeup today to the studio, and one of the members was like, "Oh my God, you wear makeup." Yeah, I gotta record a podcast. It's like self-love is hard. It's so hard to love yourself, but that's where that self-discipline comes in, because I think for me, like when I love myself most is when I'm the most disciplined with myself. Because like if I know, I met my water goal today, or I woke up on time and made it to that workout, or I had a really great and energetic conversation with one of my family members that I normally don't get along with, but it was because I was self-disciplined in that moment. So then, like, from there blossoms self-love.
I love it.
And, like, that only can happen if my life has, like, structure and discipline and order. But without those things, the self-love is, like, wackadoodle not happening. Like, it's like, blah, 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 blah. That's my brain.
I love it. That's real, though. Yeah. I mean, I think for everybody, along with, a fitness journey, with a mental health journey, what have you, self-love is something that's, often overlooked, because it's easy to prescribe something. It's easy to blame something or create an excuse. But, sometimes we got to look inward, and I think that sometimes people, we need that, realistically.
What a great time to talk about love. Happy February, you guys. Valentine's Day coming up. Find that self-love to be your Valentine this February.
Take that selfie.
Yeah, for real. Take the selfie, post it, #HouseNation. We coming. We'll definitely like and share it if you put our hashtag in there.
Come on, somebody. For real, we will.
Be our Valentine.
I love it. I love it. Well, hey, episode number 2. What y'all think?
We did it. We did it, you guys. I am so excited to see what February has to bring to us. All of the events that are coming up.
Woo-hoo. Go get that beanie.
Yes.
And sorry.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, March the 22nd. Oh, well, Caroline, you introduced this one. Sorry.
Okay, sure.
I'm doing too much.
You're fine. So we have a new collaboration with Ben and Beryl, and on March 22nd, I'm going to be teaching a yoga class there. Hopefully with a little vino and wine. So vino and vinyasa, or sip and stretch, whatever you want to call it. Just a time to unwind and meet some new people. Check out a new winery called Ben and Barrel. It's going to be a great time. Sarah is the owner.
Yep.
And we're so excited for her. Congratulations.
Woo, shout out Sarah.
And like speaking about the why earlier, like maybe we'll have her on here one day speaking about her why and, talking about the creation of her company. So shout out. Congratulations. I'm very excited to teach yoga there. Anything else before we wrap up, you guys?
No, coming up on a new week, new opportunities. Hey, just know we're still bringing it. We're keeping that same energy all 2025. Hey, if you haven't had a chance, please drop in or stop by for your first class, which is free. Come in and see Caroline. She teaches on Monday and Fridays at 8:15 here, and then Saturdays at 11:05. And then we have classes every day, Monday through Saturday, starting at 5 a.m. So if you're an early bird like myself, or you're a night owl, or need some time in the afternoon, you got kids going on or what have you, hey, we got the perfect class for you. 577 Terrytown Center. Here we go. And, again, thank you for listening to the House Nation podcast. Be sure to tune in to our next episode anywhere podcasts are available. If you're listening right now, you're wanting to become a member of BoxHause Rocky Mount, give us a call today at 252-231-0569. You can slide into our DMs on social media. We do respond. And then also you can check us out on YouTube. You can check us out on Facebook, Instagram, all BoxHause Rocky Mount. Hey, y'all, this was another great episode. Thank y'all so much. Hey, it's Coach Dale here with
Caroline.
Chelsea.
We just want to tell y'all,
See ya!